Guys, I may have a confession to make. So over the summer, I've been getting into watching anime, and I immediately fell in love with Jujutsu Kaisen. Being a part of this fandom is hilarious if you surround yourself with the right people.
We'll be watching and scoring your performances.
And if any of you touch my little Itadori warrior, I will obliterate you!
The shows are good, the movie's good, and the games? Well, that's where it gets interesting. My friends decided to try out Curse Clash with me a while back, and I was immediately berated by people saying, this game is ass. Now, of course, around them, I agreed with them at the time. But the more I played it, the more I fell in love with it. Say hi?
Hi.
Say hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Now, I'll be the first to admit that this game does have some problems, and I don't want to take away from the haters of this game, but I just want more people to be able to see past their hatred and enjoy it. I mean, sure, it can be a buggy mess, and the servers aren't that great. Sometimes characters just ignore being attacked, and it's also a game mechanic if you play Sukuna, Gojo, or Gojo. The lock-on feature that everyone has by default can be kind of finicky and sometimes just not work at all and make you miss. It's kind of annoying, but, you know, it's whatever. The story of this game, it's just the anime, but, like, told way worse, so that kind of makes sense, I guess. In fact, playing the story mode is kind of pointless because no matter how you fight, it's going to result in the same thing since there's only one path to take. But I have a counter-argument to all of that, and that is, it's kind of fun, right? Now, I don't think it's $60 fun, of course not, and it is pretty evil to make a DLC, let alone two, that costs a third of the game price for, what, 3 characters? What? And I guess some story levels that no one's gonna play, but I guess you get those. But as someone who's game sharing this game and was able to save his wallet, I can focus on just the game and not how much it costed others. But Hunter Brew, doesn't that make you kind of biased? Yeah, but to be honest, I would have spent $60 on this anyway, because I think it's better than most of the friend slop blowing up these days. And yeah, to be fair, some of those games are only $20, but it does make you kind of appreciate the effort that went into this one. Also, playing with friends can be some of my favorite times ever on this game. What you're seeing on screen is almost exclusively footage of me, Jacob, and Brandon beating the crap out of each other like we're running some heavily modded round of Smash Bros. And honestly, I would say that just that alone carried this game, but I do have a skill level around 19,000, which takes a very long time to do, and most of it I did by myself. So yeah, I think I just like this game. And I will say for the most part, honestly, this game looks very clean. All the animations, except for this one, are actually really good and enjoyable to watch, especially in battle. I mean, some characters even have custom joint animations. It looks so cool! They did a great job nailing the characters and the vibe that... Hey, does Inumaki look a little weird to you guys too?
Oh my god!
But in my opinion, despite all of that, they still do a great job at immersing you into these characters. At least in my opinion. I really enjoy it, and I do actually feel like I am the character when I'm playing them. Now let's talk co-op for a second. I really like the co-op system and how you can gain skill only whenever you're at the highest of your skill level. It's a really nice mechanic, allowing you to also make the game easier if you just simply want to practice with a character. I like the level up system that makes it even better and better. Now I have absolutely no idea why it takes so much XP to unlock the last level. Oh my goodness, how much do you want me to play this game? And probably that alone would have convinced me to stop trying to grind for these characters to be max because of how incredibly long it takes to even get to this point. But there's one saving grace that kept me going. One thing that gives you tons of XP if you can just lock in and beat it.
Oh, you think I'm losing? No, we losing. This is how we gonna do this. Roses are red, weapons against me won't prosper. With this sacred treasure I summon, Big Raga, the op stopper. Free Gojo, nigga.
Trying to defeat Mahoraga was a task that took me over 3 weeks of leveling up my characters until I finally had enough strength to do it. AKA, I realized you could just play Sukuna, and he kind of kicks Maharaga's ass. It's such a joy defeating Maharaga because it's a really cool and well-designed boss based off the show, and they did a great job.
Domain expansion. Malevolent Shrine.
And on defeat, this thing gives you 25,000 XP, which is a third of what you need to get the last level for most of these characters, meaning I just have to beat Maharaga, who has a pretty small chance of showing up at the end of every round until you've played a lot of rounds 3 times. So maybe it'll still take a while. Whatever though, co-op is an absolute blast to grind through, and I highly recommend you bring some friends with you, because I did this mostly on my own, and I gotta say that's probably all I really missed out on, was having a friend for almost all of this. It would have made the game a lot easier, because the AI can be kinda stupid, even when you can command them around. So yeah, I kinda like Curse Clash, even if a lot of people hate it. Actually had me thinking something. This must be how Phoenix feels towards DBD. Okay, it had me wondering 2 things. Why is it wrong for people to have opinions? The internet loves to hate on people for that. And the current stage of the internet is so strange that I even titled this video preparing for backlash or a civil war to start in the comments, but I don't really understand the hate towards this game. I'm not asking you to like it just because I do, and if you don't like it, then please don't play it. Feel free to speak with your time, but I really want to appreciate the work these people did. And to even loop this back to Fortnite, I feel like this argument can be used there as well, because making this video kind of changed my perspective on Rekt a little. Even though I didn't originally like it until I've explored the loopholes, I do have to respect them for at least trying to create a very unique way to play Fortnite. And to some people, that was really fun. I do think it is important to take in the perspective of others. What I'm trying to get at here is that we need to give more games a chance, and stop basing everything we think about a game on just what other people think. Because if we do that, sometimes we miss out on things we otherwise would have really enjoyed. An example, Curse Clash. If I just took my friend's word, I wouldn't be here making this video today.
Shall we get started?
I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about Curse Clash in the comments, so feel free to comment down there. A 2v2 Siege tournament with my friends is being worked on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.